If you haven't noticed, gentlemen, times have changed. Times have changed. Y'all already seen the title, so y'all probably already have a clue about what we're about to talk about. But times have changed. And I've personally witnessed this. And it's borderline widespread now. Now, of course, we have to say not all, right? Okay, we got that out the way. Not all, but it's creeping up there. It's creeping up there. And what are you talking about, After Pill? Well, y'all seen the title, right? Y'all seen the title? Gen Z, Gen Z girls, right? A lot of these chicks are either gay or they are bicurious in nature.
Hey Riders, this is Kat the Great, and I'm back with some threesome etiquette. Now, this is from my personal archive. I was getting ready to have a threesome with a bad little bitch. Seemed fun, harmless. As we're proceeding on with the threesome, she stops and she says, "I only want to fuck him," referring to Taz. I bet you do, bitch. But this is a threesome, sweetheart. If I wanted to fuck him by myself, I wouldn't have invited you. And if I wanted you to fuck him by yourself, I wouldn't have been a part of it. So please, ladies, when you are invited into a threesome, make sure that you are willing to eat pussy and suck dick. You're not there to just fuck the nigga. If that was the case, you need to fuck the nigga on your own. It is not a threesome at that point, you fucking simple bitch. But anyways, Riders, I've healed a lot since then, but I just wanted to let you.
I come to the conclusion that I need to find friends that are attractive but not my type of attractive, because I be wanting to fuck my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep a bad bitch around me. One thing about it, I'm gonna take down my friends. And a lot of these bitches don't like to admit it, but they take down their friends too. They do.
Yep. Yep. This is a growing trend right now. This is a growing trend, especially as more Gen Z women have a disdain for men. So, like I told you guys already, was going to increase after this election. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who won, right? It doesn't matter who won. The gender divide was going to increase after the election. And even before the election, like a lot more Gen Z girls were leaning towards each other, right? For comfort. Are leaning towards each other for dating, or leaning towards each other for that sexual satisfaction, right? They're leaning towards each other. And this ain't good, man. This ain't good. Well, I can't even call it good or bad. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. And when I say I personally have seen this. I've met chicks at work. I've met chicks just out and about, right? Just talking, just having conversation, right? A lot of these girls, they don't mind. They don't mind having a little fling with other chicks. They don't mind. Now, whether you want to call them, G or not, listen, it is what it is. Some of these chicks, right? Some of these chicks, they like women, right? They look at women the same way us men look at women. They like the curves, right? Right? They like to see the booty jumping when they're walking, right? They like boobs just like us, right? Some of these chicks, they're just infatuated with women. Now, these women, they wouldn't necessarily date a woman or even necessarily have a sexual experience with a woman, but they just love a woman. They'll feel on a woman. Yeah, they'll flirt with a woman, and I've seen this. They'll flirt with a woman, but they wouldn't take it all the way there, right? So you got those women, right? And then you got the other woman. You got the other woman, and this is on the other side of the spectrum. You got the other woman who will take it there. right? But first and foremost, the women I was just talking about, see, they on the borderline, they on the cusp, right? All it takes is that right chick. All it takes is that right situation. All it takes is a extra shot, right? And they're all in. But they even if they're all in just off of that shot or whatever, just off of that one time, they'll probably do it that one time, right? And that'll be it, right? But that doesn't take away that, hey, a lot of these chicks are bi-curious. A lot of these chicks don't mind having a fling with the woman. And this tends to be the trend amongst Gen Z women now. A lot of them, they're staying with each other, right? Because we already know that rent is crazy right now. So a lot of people are staying on top of each other, right? A lot of people aren't dating, which is a big problem, right? So a lot of people aren't dating, right? Men and women are not getting together, especially Gen Z. A lot of men and women aren't getting together like they used to, right? The dating apps are failing. People are not socializing, right? People don't know how to talk to each other. People aren't willing to compromise. People don't know how to do relationships. People don't know how to do the dating, right? Marriage is completely off the table. That's dead, right? So a lot of these chicks, they're not even interacting with men. Let me scratch that. They are interacting with men, but they're interacting with the top men who only want that booty in the first place, right? They want that booty in exchange. Here you go, baby. Here's your rent money. Here's your car note money. Here's your nail money. Here's your whatever money, your spa money, whatever, right? After they done got them cheeks clapped, right? So yeah, they do interact with men, but they only interact with the top 10%. They only interact with the top 20%. You'll be amazed, right? Like these sugar babies and these girls who date men for money. Y'all will be shocked. Y'all will be shocked at the amount of women who do this type of dating, who do the whole monetized dating, who also have girlfriends, right? Who have girlfriends. I talked to a chick, right? This was back when I first graduated high school. I was talking to this chick, man. Nice, nice little light skin, freaking. She had a big old booty, like nice curvy or whatever. So I was talking to this chick, and I noticed like her and her quote unquote best friend. Her quote. I got if y'all ain't noticed, I got stories for y'all for days, right? I got stories for that. That's why I keep telling y'all. Listen. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about, guys. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So back to the story. So, talk to the chick, nice little, thick little, you know what I'm saying? So I noticed that her and her quote unquote best friend was a little bit too best friendy, if y'all get what I mean. So I'm just peeping it, right? I'm just peeping, their interactions with each other. And man, the best friend, the other girl, you can tell that she was just so like infatuated with the chick that I was dating at the time. The chick that I was, well, not dating, just smashing at the time, trying to date, but whatever. But she was just infatuated with her, right? So like I just noticed like, they'll do like little touchy feels here, right? Here and there, right? They'll be, just do like little slick little things, try to do like little slick little things under the table so nobody don't notice or whatever. So I don't notice or whatever. I just, when like you would have to be in a situation to really dig what I'm talking about. But if you were there, you will see exactly, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's just like subtle signs, right? So I just put two and two together, and I was like, yeah, they probably did something. And I think later on I probably like asked her about it, and it's like, yeah, just we had a little something something or whatever. And I was like, whatever. I wasn't even tripping on it. Listen, I didn't even see her. I didn't see her as a long-term person anyway. That ass was just assing, right? So, after a few nuts, dumped her anyway. But yeah, like this was going, like I tell y'all, man, this stuff was going on back then. This stuff was going on back then. So now it is times 100. Now it's times 100. I remember talking to a chick at work, and she was like just going out her way to flirt with me, and I'm like, I just trying to brush it off or whatever. But she was like, me and my girlfriend, I love you. I'm like, say that again. Say that again. But it's crazy out here. You're like, the amount of boldness that is out here as well. The amount of bold chicks that I've given you guys plenty of examples of bold as chicks out here, bold young chicks as well. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It's not just Gen Z women either. A lot of these millennials, older millennials, right? They're experimenting too. Yep. Yep. Even I'll take it as far as to say, not the boomers. What's the other one above millennials? What's the other one? Gen X, right? Some of Gen X too. Like younger Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. Yes, this seems to be a trend. This seems to be a trend. Now, what's going on is the psychology behind it, right? Let's dive deep into the science. So the psychology behind it is a lot of these chicks, they're looking for that emotional satisfaction. We all know that women are emotional, right? They're way more emotional than men. Men can bust a nut and that just be it. Now, not saying that women can't, because they will too. They will throw that thing on you and bounce and don't call you back. They will do that, trust me. But for the most part, women they crave that emotional connection, right? They crave that emotional connection, and a lot of women believe that men of today are just not emotional available, right? They don't have their stuff together, right? The men that they want to date, right? They don't have their stuff together. They're not making an income. They can't take care of them, right? They can't do nothing for them, right? And the older guys, right? The older guys, they really don't want to date them, but those are the ones who have the money. Those are the ones who have the resources. Those are the ones who have the boats, right? Those are the ones who stand in the condos. Those are the ones who got the big old houses right on the lake, right? So they don't really want to date them, but those are the guys who have the money. Those are the guys who have the money. So when they need their rent paid, guess who they calling? Daddy. When they need their car note paid, guess who they calling? Daddy. When they need their nails done, guess who they calling? Daddy. No, they're not calling their boyfriend. No, y'all will be, yeah, and I've given y'all stories on this too. I've given y'all stories about these chicks, who looking me up and down, right? They believe I got some money to spend, right? And they'll tell you straight up that they have the boyfriend, but they'll give you like these little key indicators. Yeah, I need my boyfriend can't get my nails done, right? Oh, my boyfriend not doing nothing. My boyfriend not doing this. My boyfriend not doing that. They'll throw out these little key indicators so you'll take the bait, right? They're either serious, right? They're either serious or they're just trying to test the waters to see if they can get somebody in a more superior position, right? One or two things, right? But anyway, so they don't want to date the older guys. The older guys, they typically just use them for money. Now, I'm not saying it's an end all be all. Now, a lot of these girls, they will date the older guys and they will even marry the older guys, right? But typically, a lot of girls, they want to date within their age range, but these guys don't have the money. So now, especially with the gender divide and political divide and men and women not agreeing on, just anything at all, women are looking towards women for that emotional connection. Women are looking towards women for that emotional availability, right? They're looking towards other women now, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Now, if y'all out here, if y'all have been evaluating, right? Y'all really been seeing what's going on, man. Listen, this is where it's going to trend towards. It's going to trend towards this more and more. A lot of women are going to be staying with each other, and they're not going to heterosexual relationships are not going to be the norm anymore. I'm going to tell you this right now. Heterosexual relationships are not going to be the norm anymore. Like, and and trust and believe, a lot of these guys out here too. A lot of these guys out here too, a little suspect. A lot of these guys, especially these Gen Z guys, a lot of them out here suspect. A lot of them, what they call it, a lot of them are fluid, sexually fluid, whatever that means, right? So a lot of both the men and women, right? Gen Z men and women. We can even talk about millennials too. A lot of millennials, a lot of Gen Z men and women are sexually fluid now. So a lot of people are going both ways now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But my antennas, my observations, including life experience, right? Including what I've personally seen, including what I personally talked to people, a lot of these folks are going both ways. This is going to be the new relationship dynamics. This is going to be the relationship dynamics. Yeah, that like men and women are still gonna, smash. Cheeks are still gonna, right? These things are gonna still happen, but heterosexual relationships are not going to be as prominent as before. Just look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. Now, if men and women feel like they can't find relationships amongst each other, well, guess what? They're going to find it amongst each other, right? So men are going to start dating men. That sounds crazy to even say. Men are going to start dating men. Women are going, okay, let me go back to the men. One or two things are going to happen to men, right? One or two things. Probably three things. One, I believe that a lot of men are just going to go into a cocoon, right? And severely ostracize themselves away from society, away from dating, away from relationships, away from the economy, away from jobs, and just be freaking bums and monks. I don't know, right? Just ostracize themselves, don't have any kind of relationships with women, men, whatever, dogs, like just ostracize themselves completely. So they won't even be in the mix. Secondly, men to probably wake up and smell the coffee and be like, well, listen, am I gonna go out here and cold approach and try to, get a woman, get a girlfriend and go through all these hoops and hurdles and all this stuff? Or can I just find a quick little thing real quick, cough up a few $100s and call it a day? Men are gonna go that route too. Trust and believe. Men are gonna go that route. Or thirdly, which it hurts my tongue to even say, but men are going to start dating men as well. Men are going to start having undercover relationships with men too. And this just came to my head. I believe a commenter had said this, but a big thing that's going to happen is a lot of men are going to start dating trans. Yep. A lot of men are going to start dating trans. So a lot of men are going to get y'all, listen, man. Hold on. Let me take a sip. Listen. A lot of men are going to start dating trans. Right? See, the trans movement is going to continue, I believe. You're gonna still have more conversions, right? You're gonna still have people who still want to be the opposite sex, right? And men are gonna start dating trans and screwing trans. That's what I believe. They're gonna start saying to hell with the regular women, right? To hell with them, and we're gonna start dating trans. Now, pause, no diddy. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If y'all seen some of these, formations now, if y'all seen some of these creations now, a lot of these creations actually, you wouldn't be able to tell. I can show you a picture right now. And if I show it to you, you wouldn't even be able to tell. You won't be able to tell because you just won't be able to tell. You won't be able to tell. You would know because somebody said something, but you won't be able to tell. Right? And this is what's going to happen. A lot of men are going to be dating trans men and possibly regular men. Right? But the more straight leaning men, they're going to start dating trans. Watch, trust and believe me when I say this is the relationship dynamic as we know it, the dating dynamic as we know it is going to be completely different in the next 5 to 10 to 20 years. It's going to be completely different. Y'all don't even understand. But the same thing goes for the women, right? The women are dating other women, right? And even if they're not dating them on the front end, they're dating them on the back end. See, the thing is, women can walk around like it ain't nothing. Like you can see two pretty girls together and it's just, oh, look at them. They're just walking, friends, whatever. Possibly holding hands, laughing and giggling together. You wouldn't think a thing about it. Just like, okay, two girls, just, being girls. But if two men are walking down the street, right, looking a little suspect, your eyes kind of, what's up? What they doing over there? What they got going on over there? See, girls can get by with that kind of dynamic, right? That kind of dynamic can slide up under the table. But as soon as they get home, as soon as they get to the house, those clothes come off and they scissoring, right? Or they pull the big old alien 14-inch alien octopus dangling out and they going ham. Listen, I'm giving y'all the real deal Holyfield. I'm giving y'all the after pill on this. This is what's going on. A lot of these chicks, yeah, they it don't look like they're dating on the front end, right? It don't look like they in a relationship on the front end, but on the back end, they're going ham, right? These best friends that they be quote unquote saying best friends. Yeah, I kissed the girl and I liked it. Yeah, that's what was going on, right? And she kissed both lips. Right? They got the kiss in both lips. Trust me. Listen, y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. Listen, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Am I right? Or am I right? Nah, listen, am I right or am I wrong? Listen, where else is the relationship going to trend? Where else? Men are not having sex like the men in the previous generations. Men are not getting laid. Men don't have no money. Men are not getting laid. Men are struggling, right? Not getting relationships. Marriages aren't working. Marriages aren't getting formulated, right? Nobody's getting married, especially amongst Gen Z. And wait till baby boomers die off. We're going to really see the true numbers, which is going to be staggering, right? But nobody's getting married. So what do you think is going to happen? We still need that human connection, right? We still need that love, quote unquote. We still need that human feel, right? And that's what people are going to be searching for, especially women. And if they can't find that in a man, guess what? They're going to start dating each other. They're going to start living with each other. They're going to start pulling out mortgages with each other. They're going to start getting rooms with each other. They're going to start getting apartments with each other, living with each other, dating each other, smashing each other, right? Now, I don't want to say that men are going to be doing the same thing, but hey, that is trending towards that too. A lot of these dudes are leaning more sexually fluid, right? Hey, listen, I'm just a messenger, and that's an after pill. Here's another video for you guys if you don't feel like waiting on the next upload, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And that's an after pill. Peace.